You're watching this because you love cats, right? Like cats? You think they alright? Maybe you're just nosy. But anyway, most of y'all are cat lovers. Some of y'all, though, are like me. You're an animal lover overall. Though we have cats and we love them to death, we love other animals too. So we more than likely want to have other pets as well as our beloved cats. Well now, that's more than just a notion. If you have a cat, you can't just go out there and start bringing other animals home. Of course, we got to do our due diligence to make sure everyone will get along. So for those of us out there who may be considering bringing home another pet, I bring you the top 4 pet friends that your cat will get along with. You are now rocking with the Cool Cats and me, the D.E.V. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this out of the way. One of the best pet friends that you can get your cat is another cat. Now, let me first say that any animal that we bring into our home, even though they may get along with us well, is not quite the same as their own kind. To me, that's just common sense. So by adding at least another one, and again, I'm speaking of most pets, they're just going to be more comfortable. Now, as far as cats, we have to remember that they are social animals, and they can get lonely and bored when left alone. So a second cat can provide companionship and mental stimulation. It's also important to remember that we must provide exercise for our cats. 2 cats that play together get more exercise than a cat that's alone. Also, paired up cats tend to be happier and healthier and are less likely to engage in destructive behavior. Now, another pet friend that your cat will get along with are fish. I know. I can hear some of y'all now. Cats eat fish. This is true. But we have to remember the premise. For those of us animal lovers with cats who are interested in learning what other animals we can safely add to our household, fish are high on the list. Here's the key. The cat can't be able to get to them. So you can't have a fish bowl. You gotta have a fish tank. A well-secured fish tank. The movement of swimming fish will naturally trigger a cat's hunting instincts, which provides visual entertainment and mental stimulation for your feline, potentially reducing boredom and acting as a calming distraction. Y'all know, I know all about this one. My cats can sit forever watching the fish. And of course, it's Batman that tries to get at them. Let's talk about ferrets. That's right, ferrets. These 2 species are similar in a lot of ways. They're both carnivores and hunters. And ferrets can even be trained to use the litter box. These jokers even behave in similar ways. They'll do a lot of play fighting with one another. You'll want to supervise this as much as you can though. Cats do have the advantage. They have those razor sharp claws and they are bigger. Ferrets only get up to about 4 pounds. Even Robin is bigger than that. If you do want to bring a ferret home, the introduction to your cat is key. You'll want to take that very slowly. And last but not least, one of the best pet friends that your cat could have is a dog. Now, this is not all dogs, of course. It's based on the dog breed. Some dogs have a high prey drive and wouldn't be a good fit for a cat. The good news is that there are more dog breeds that get along with cats than don't. Just make sure that you do your research. Now, here's a huge tip. If you already have a cat and are bringing home a dog, get a puppy. If you already have a dog and are adding a cat, get a kitten. Or if you're adding them both at the same time, make sure they're both babies. And already established adult dog or cat in a home is usually more territorial, and they will consider a child less of a threat. It's just a lot easier, believe me. Because both dogs and cats are domesticated animals, once they get through their species differences, their domestic similarities can allow them to form quite a bond. And when this happens, the benefits of having a cat and a dog are very similar to having 2 cats. So as a true animal lover, as you can see, I'm building my family. I do have more than 1 cat, as you know. I have tropical fish, and I will be adding more tanks in the near future. Soon as I can get, I have tanks in storage back in the DMV. So I gotta get those up here when I get enough space. Many of you also know that I'm a dog man, and I definitely will be adding a couple of dogs to the family. I'm working on that, believe me. But folks, let me say this. I say I'm working on that. I moved here from the DMV a little while ago, and I'm building things up bit by bit. What I'm saying is, do what's best for the animals. Put them first. Be aware of what their needs are. Don't get pets because you think it'll make you happy, but have their lives be miserable. It pained me the other day to see a guy that had a Labrador Retriever, but he was living in an apartment. That breed needs to run. It needs space and land. In today's world, Google is at our fingertips, folks. Research. Don't get these animals unless you can give them what they need. There are plenty of pets that fit your situation. And if and when your situation were to change, then revisit and go from there. So, out of the top 4 pet friends for our cat, I got the fish, I got the cats, I will be getting the dogs. But before any of y'all ask me, no, I ain't getting no ferret. And remember to treat your animals well. They didn't ask to be there with you, but now all they have is you. Treat them like family, fam.